pressure on Mike Evans. He was a walking...
The Bucs kicker Ryan Succop about set, and off we go from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 12 carries, 52 yards.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Play fake. Winston. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
White's numbers from a week ago. 18 carries, 73 yards.
A key component of his team's offense. He will certainly stay in that role if he keeps producing like this each week. Expecting to make a run at not only matching, but exceeding those numbers as this one goes on.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 1st down, here's White. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Brady to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 18. That one goes for 24 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, it's Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Buccaneers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point up and good by Succop. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. This will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
These two teams, they met in Tampa earlier in the year with the Bucs prevailing in that one. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They go play action. Winston.
Open man downfield is Johnson.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Winston to give. It's Kamara.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Now Winston. And this is caught. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas, 36 yards.
And the Saints are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays.
And it's Michael Thomas who ends it with a touchdown reception.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fielded right around the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Offense heading back out, and with them comes Rachaad White.
At his current pace, sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season, but some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL probably say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4.
A victory lap. Well, they also used to walk uphill to school both ways.
In the snow.
In the snow.
Blizzards.
Milk was 5 cents. Hey, but he's having a great year, not to take anything away from him.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. On 1st down, Brady.
Here's White. They set up the screen.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And I think really good defenders can sniff out those screen passes. Just something that they can feel, something that they can sense about how the quarterback drops back or how the linemen are just a little slow to block the oncoming rushers. He read it perfectly. Got in there and made the play.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. And the next-gen stats tell the story as he was traveling at better than 19 miles an hour. The Buccaneers had 8-3 now. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that will bring up 2nd down. They fake the handoff. Now Brady.
Completes it again to Gage.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 21. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Brady gives this to White, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It was Cameron Jordan who came in and got him. Wait, 7-7, our score after one. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. On 2nd and 12, Brady. Here's a quick pass. He's got Chris Godwin. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here's White. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rashad White, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes the score 14-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And that drive was finished off with a run from the rookie, Rashad White. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Jameis to throw it. There's Johnson with a reception. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. To throw is Winston. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. On play action, Winston. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Devin White defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback. So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. To throw is Brady. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor, and the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You called that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, Kamara shifts by at the 15. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. Now Winston. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. So the completion good for just 3. And it's second down. Winston now. Buying time to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Winston on 3rd and 2. Touchdown! Michael Thomas with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Saints are an extra point away from evening this one up. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's Michael Thomas who ends it with a touchdown reception. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So out come the Bucs now. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. This is caught by Evans. And they're able to get this one across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. 2nd and 2. On play action. Now Brady. And this will be caught downfield by Gage. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 32 on the play. They'll go up the middle with White. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Brady now to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell us end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Winston throw complete there to Thomas. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. First down, Winston. He finds his man Johnson. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
A first down throw for Winston. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the back part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one lines up no good.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Bucs ready to go here to begin the third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
They run straight ahead here with White. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Brady's throw on target to Godwin here. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 39. That one goes for 13 yards and it moves the sticks.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, second down.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 72 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. This is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
White is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Well, fair to say they've got something here, this rookie running back, and he's in for the second time in the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Here's Winston.
The pass caught by Olave.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up second down. Kamara up the middle. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Throwing, Winston. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation. Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
Well, Rachaad White and the rest of this Tampa Bay offense going back to work now.
He's hoping to find the end zone for a third time, and we sit now in the third quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Opting to run again here with White. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Delivering a pass here to Evans on the out route. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw.
Looking Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Running out of the gun with White. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week. Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the fourth. From the 41, Brady. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. First catch so far for Julio. He's got a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
shotgun now for Brady. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds. Called at a very strong gain of 24.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Brady's going to sneak it, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Tom Brady scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Bucs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush. Well, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
Winston, and it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And some room to maneuver. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 98 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. They go right back to White here on 1st down. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there are going to take this to about the 10-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it does.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Kttn from 10 yards out. And the Buccaneers are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Extra point put through by Suckup, and the lead is now 24. It seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns him there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Complete. It's Johnson. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Winston. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 27 yards there, a first down. Now Winston. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. They'll throw again. Winston. Back to Kamara for another catch. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset.
Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
On 3rd down, Winston. Steps away to his left. Here's Johnson with a reception. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, Winston. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Saints get a bit closer.
Winston to throw for it. Flush to his right. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all, and if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
A good pick up there at 20 yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a give to White. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And Evans calls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And they open the lead up now to 25. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. I'd like to be those defensive coaches, though. That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all